friends, it's Morah Mushkie again. Welcome back to another day of Brachot. This is going to be our last Brachot video till after Shehakol. So today we are going to make a yummy Shehakol drink. Remember we said that all drinks except for grape juice and wine are Shehakol, right? There's also sweet treats that are Shehakol, like chocolate and candy, and anything that comes from an animal, right? Like cheese or meatballs. But the other kind of thing, the third kind, is drinks. So get out your little baggie here if you want to make it along with me. And what we have inside here, this is called, let's take it out and see, a tea bag. And a tea bag is how people make tea. Some people like to make tea also by putting leaves, a special kind of leaves that you can eat in water. But a lot of people like to drink tea or make tea with a tea bag. This kind of tea is a pomegranate flavored tea. So let's take out the package and see what it is. Oh, this is the tea bag, and it has a little thing at the top. Let's pull that off gently. Here we go, and a little string. See here, you know what this is for? This is for so that you can hold on to the string part and you can put the tea bag part into the tea without getting your hands hot or burnt, right, from the hot water. So if you want to make tea along with me, which is a Shehakol drink, what you need is a cup that can have hot water in it, some hot water or warm water, and a grown-up to help you with the warm water and the hot water part, and some sugar or honey is good. If you want to make iced tea, you also need ice cubes, which is I have over here. See? I don't know if you can see the ice in there. So I'll show you how to do it, and you can make it along with me. First, we'll make hot tea, and then we'll turn it into iced tea for anyone who wants that. All right, you ready to see how it goes? Okay, let's start. So here is my cup. This is a glass cup. Glass gonna have hot stuff in it. And I'm gonna put the tea bag in. See how the string stays on the side? Actually, this one falls in. It's too big. This is a very big cup. I wanted you guys to be able to see. Let's see, maybe if I put it over here, it'll stay. Nope, it still fell in. That's all right. We don't have to get it out. All right, now I'm gonna pour my hot water. Remember, this is the part you need a grown-up for. Gotta be safe with hot stuff. And I'm gonna pour it in. Oh, you see the steam coming up? Oh wow, the tea bag's doing a dance. All right, cool, that's good. All right, so have a look at the water. Let me move over so you're not seeing me, you're just seeing the water. See how the water's getting a bit of a color? You see how the tea bag is putting some color into the water? Wow, look at that, that's really cool. So we're gonna let that sit for a little bit because tea bags need like 2 or 3 or 4 minutes to get all the color and the flavor out. And that way it's gonna get the pomegranate flavor. Remember we said this is pomegranate flavored tea into the water, and then it's gonna be pomegranate flavored tea. So if you have a different flavored tea bag in your house, you can use that one. You don't have to use the one that I gave you. And you can really add anything sweet to it if you want, because you might like it the way it is. Sometimes some flavors of tea, I like them without any sugar or honey, but sometimes it's fun to add a little bit of something to it, right? So let's take out some sugar. This is my sugar container, and see if we can add a little bit of sugar to it. Not too much, because it already has a nice flavor in it. And let's pour in some sugar. Oh, wow, look how dark our tea got already. It's getting like to a cool pink color. And if you also want, I brought something else sweet that you can use to sweeten your tea. Should I show you what it is? Some honey. Look at that. Should we add a little bit of honey too? You don't have to use both. I'm just using both to show you how it works. But you can use sugar or honey. They're both really good to put in tea. There's that honey. See, you really don't need a lot. It's yummy just like that. And all right, let's mix it. Ready? This is the part where you also might need to grown up if your cup is very hot for the mixing part. Mix, mix, mix. Oh wow, look how dark the water got. Look what a cool deep color it is now. You think it's ready? Should we taste it? Now that we mixed the honey and the sugar in, the taste will be ready too. All right, I'm getting a little bit on my spoon and I'm gonna blow it. Because it's very gently, because it's still pretty hot. Can you see the steam rising up? That's what tells you that it's really hot. All right, let's make the bracha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehakol niyah bidvaro. Amen. Delicious. That was really, really good. I like that pomegranate flavored tea. You know what? I think it needs a little bit more honey. So I'm just gonna do one more squeeze. You could always taste your tea and see if you like it, how sweet it is, or if you wanna add a little more. I always like to just put a little bit for starters because you don't want it to be too sweet. That wouldn't be yummy either. All right, I'm gonna mix it again. Mix, 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 mix. And I'm gonna taste it again to see if it's how I like it now. All right, let's blow a little more again because it's still really, really hot. You can still see the steam rising. Delicious. All right, you know what I'm gonna do now? Now that the tea bag has already been in there for a few minutes, I'm actually gonna take it out and put it back in this bag, or you can just put it on a plate or in a bowl or straight into the garbage because we don't actually need it anymore. If you leave the tea bag in there for too long, it might not be so yummy. It'll get too much flavor. So we'll take it out carefully. See, I'm holding it on a spoon, not taking it with my hands because the water is still hot. Gonna put it back into the bag and carefully take out the string too. All right, and here we have it. We have a whole cup of tea. That looks delicious. So this is hot tea, right? Remember I said that you can also make iced tea? Iced tea is really, really yummy, and especially now that it's almost summer, iced tea is a really refreshing drink to have in the summer. It's really, really nice on a super hot day. So the way to make iced tea is really simple. You just make tea like we just made, and once it's ready and it's how you like it, you just add ice cubes, just like that. So let's get that spoon that we used before, and let's put in some ice cubes. You know what's gonna happen to the ice cubes? They're not gonna stay like how they are now. You see the ice cube here? They're actually gonna melt. The hot tea water is going to melt them, and it's gonna make the tea into iced tea. It's gonna make it much, much cooler. All right, we're gonna need a lot of ice cubes to turn our hot, hot tea into cold iced tea, okay? Because if you just put one ice cube, it's just gonna cool it down a little bit. We want it to get really, really cold. Sometimes grown-ups have iced coffee, right? Or you could have like a really cold drink in the fridge. So if you want to make your hot tea into iced tea really fast, you put a lot of ice cubes. Or you could put it in the fridge for a while. That also makes it into iced tea. All right, can you see all the ice cubes on the top? They're starting to melt. Look, this one is almost all gone. Let me try and get it. It doesn't want to come onto the spoon. Oh, look, it melted before I could get it onto the spoon. All right, let me show you a different one. This one is so tiny now. It melted so much. See how little it got? This is how big it was before. And now this is how little it is. Well, they're melting in my hands. All right, these ones are getting too slippery to put onto the spoon. So we'll just push them in like that. All right, that's looking really good. Let me feel the cup. It's feeling a lot cooler now. Now the hot tea is not so hot anymore. Now it's for sure safe for children to touch it because it's much cooler. And it's almost getting into iced tea. Let me take a sip. Oh, I don't have to blow the spoon anymore because now it's getting much, much cooler. It cooled down. That was really good. All right, I'm gonna put my tea on the side for now because there's actually another Shehakol drink that I wanted to tell you guys about. And it's cool because this Shehakol drink is actually part of two of the kinds of Shehakol stuff because it's a drink and it also comes from an animal. Would you like to see what it is? All right, I bet you have it in your house too. Who knows what this is? See that big M over there? That's right, it's milk. Where do we get milk from? From a cow, that's right. So milk is a really, really yummy drink, and I like to have it in cereal too, or you can put it in a smoothie, or you can just drink it straight, or you can make chocolate milk. There are so many fun things you can do with milk, and I wanted to read you guys a book actually about, it's kind of fun about what milk could look like, all right? If you know this book, if you think you know which book it is, put your hands on your head. Let me get it out and show you guys. This is called It Looked Like Spilled Milk. All right, so here's the milk inside the container. But if the milk would spill out, or someone would have some milk in a cup or something and they would spill it, I think this person is saying that something might look like spilt milk. The milk is spilt out. By Charles G. Shaw. That's the name of the person that made the book. He made the pictures and the words, actually. Sometimes it looked like spilt milk, but it wasn't spilt milk. Sometimes it looked like what do you think that is? A rabbit, but it wasn't a rabbit. Sometimes it looked like can you flap your wings? A bird, but it wasn't a bird. I wonder what it was. I'm really curious. Sometimes it looked like a tree. Hey, I've seen those before, but it wasn't a tree. Sometimes it looked like hey, that's another Shehakol food, an ice cream cone, but it wasn't an ice cream cone. Nope, no sir. Do I know what it was? I don't know, but this is close. Something else about it. Sometimes it looked like a flower. Do you think it was a flower? You're right. It was not a flower. Sometimes it looked like a pig. You think it was a pig? It wasn't a pig. Sometimes it looked like a birthday cake. Oh, look, how old do you think the person with this cake is turning? I just see one candle there. I think it's a baby's birthday. But it wasn't a birthday cake. Sometimes it looked like a sheep. But guess what? It wasn't a sheep. I wonder what it was. Sometimes it looked like a great horned owl, but it wasn't a great horned owl. This is a kind of owl, a kind of bird called a great horned owl. I mean, that's what it looks like. Sometimes it looked like a mitten. Remember in the winter when we wore those on our hands like this? But it wasn't a mitten. Sometimes it looked like a squirrel. Who's seen a squirrel outside their house? I have. But it wasn't a squirrel. I'm getting really, really curious about what it was. Do you think we're going to find out what it really was? I hope so. Sometimes it looked like an angel. Oh, cool. But it wasn't an angel. Oh man, what was it? Sometimes it looked like spilt milk, right? Like this Shehakol drink milk. But guess what? It wasn't spilt milk. You know what it really, really was? It was just a cloud in the sky. The end. So that was a fun book. And if you guys make any of those drinks in your house, if you guys make hot tea or iced tea, or if you have any other kind of Shehakol foods in your house, bring them along tomorrow because we're going to do a snack time together on Zoom. And I would love to see any of your Shehakol foods. You can bring along yogurt, you could bring along cheese, you can bring along any kind of food that comes from an animal or any kind of drink. And you can ask your grown-ups for help figuring out what else that could be. You could bring along a sweet treat also, like chocolate or candy, or you could bring along eggs. So many fun ideas. I'm not sure what I'm gonna bring along. I gotta think about it. I gotta think about which Shehakol food I wanna eat tomorrow. But I hope I'll see you guys then. And I hope that you have a fun time with any other Shehakol foods you have in your house. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.